Okay. So, I guess it's been a week or two ago. I got this mail call, and both from AliExpress. Now, let me show you one at a time. I bought this razor, which is a Yintal Merkur 34 copy. If you ask me, I'm pretty sure that it's 34 copy. And look at that head. And if you have, and look at that, but look at the handle on this thing. It's really beautiful. Look at the top cap. I mean, this thing is really quite a razor. Love the handle. You know how much I paid for this? You guys know that I am a budget shaver. I make no secret about this. I paid $10.29 for this razor. Shipped. Frankly, I bought another one last night. And even if it's just for the handle's that good. So I got that one in the mail. Same day, I had asked Grace Chen if she would mind sending me one of these. By the way, they are a closeout razor for Yaqi. And I'm going to tell you one reason I think that's a good thing, and another reason I think that's a bad thing in a minute. You'll understand as I go along. This razor I was most interested in reviewing and using because, do you see that there is not a bit of blade exposure on the ends? So, and it looks like it has a pretty decent gap. The handle is, the finish is well, can you see it here? It's, I don't know, it's shiny, like it's clear coated or something. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful machined razor. I've got to say that right up front. However, this hybrid came about because of a problem I had with this razor. And I'm going to come around here. Now let's see, how am I going to do this? I hope you can, I'm going to put this right here where I know you can see. This razor, if you look at the gap, it is less than my Yaqi cobbed head razor that I love, that shaves at a level 5 shave. And the gap is quite a bit less than my, well, let's just say, maybe my #1 razor. I may have a different verdict after the end of this video. That's what I want you to stick around to find out. But this is my Yak Jag, meaning my Yaqi scallop bottom and my Edwin Jagger top cap. That has been my #1 razor for several months, unbeaten by anything in the den. and it has a larger gap, blade gap, than this one. So at first glance I made an assumption, oh, this is going to shave like a Bally BD 176 or 179, the butterfly or whatever. It's going to shave at about a level 4 based on the gap. I couldn't have been more wrong about that. Let me tell you why. What makes, I'm going to just pick this one up for a minute. What makes a safety razor is right here and right here. It is the safety bar that protrudes out underneath and in front of at a certain angle and a certain distance in front of and away from the blade. It's been engineered over the years with slight variations that give you slight variations in aggressive level shave. One of the things that controls the aggressive level of the shave can be the safety bar. And in this case, in this razor, let me show you something. I have to turn it like this. Very hard to show. Okay. You have where the blade lines up, comes out of the razor, right there. And let's see, right angle. There. Okay. There is almost no push out, meaning no, very little, almost no extension of the safety bar in front of that blade. Even though the gap is not that big, there is almost no push out away from the blade. What does that do? Let me tell you what that does. Changes the whole dynamic. This is a potato peeler. And if you run this potato peeler on your hand, I guarantee you will peel off some serious skin and probably go to the hospital. Even though this potato peeler isn't anywhere as sharp as a DE razor blade. This has no safety bar. Here's my point. Every time I get a new razor, I'm not going to do this right now because I already made the mistake of doing this once. I always shave on my hand with it before I try to shave on my face or head. I've done this with every razor I've ever recommended, including the Beast, which is extremely aggressive. And in good conscience, I could recommend everything I've ever spoken about. The Beast I recommend with caution that you better know what you're doing, but I can still recommend it if you know what you're doing. This razor, I gotta say something that I'm not happy to have to say. This razor is dangerous, in my opinion. And I want all my channel watchers, anybody that trusts me to steer you straight, this razor is dangerous because it works more like a potato peeler than a safety razor. And the reason is that short bar coming out there that barely comes out allows your skin to get up underneath that blade like a potato peeler. When I ran that across my hand, I literally peeled off skin thick enough that it rolled up. One pass over my hand and the skin peeled off so thick it rolled up like a cigarette. The skin that it peeled off. I cannot shave with this razor. Period. And I think it's dangerous as is. But before you go getting all upset that I don't think there's any redeeming quality here, you're wrong. This is a piece of gold, at least one part of it. Now, we get to the hybrid. Let's take these two razors apart. Oh, one more thing I gotta say. I shaved my face. I shaved my face this morning. It's not on the video. With this razor as it is. As it comes for $10.29. It shaves like Nick shaves razor, you know, his 34C, McCore 34C. Because if you ever watch Nick shaves, he goes over and over and over and over and over and over when he shaves. And this is a level 4 shaver, and that's pretty much, you can get a baby butt shave. I got a baby butt shave with this, but I had to go over and over and over. I had to do 3+ passes to do what I can do with my Yaqi razor in 2. So this is, okay, if you're interested in that level of aggression, you might just love this razor the way it is. For me, it's not nearly, it's okay. I can get a shave out of it. It's too much work for me. So I wanted to do something with this razor, and I wanted to do something with this Yaqi razor that I can't even use. It's too aggressive. So what did I do? I took this piece off of the Yintal razor. Just this piece. And I decided to use this handle with my new razor. And I've been desperately wanting a head shaver that has the right aggression level, right? Being in between a level 6, a 5.5 or a 5, somewhere in my wheelhouse, but something that would cover the ends, the blade ends, so that when I go around my ears, I won't cut my ears. I tell you, I've done it many times. And that's the only complaint I have with my Yaqi scallop head razor at the moment. It has blade exposure, which I have to be super careful around my ears. Now, let's put this hybrid together. So, we use that charcoal, way too aggressive razor cap. We combine it with this 34C copy from Yintal bottom piece. I put that on there. I screw it on. And where do you see how nice this baby looks? Okay. Check it out. I mean, really. Blade gap ends up being slightly less than my Yaqi. And the result is the shave, but the push out and all of that with the bar and everything is almost identical, if not identical. You cannot accomplish that with this top and with any You can't accomplish this with any Yaqi currently that I know of, any Yaqi base plate. You have to have this Yintal base plate to accomplish this. Anyway, what you have when you put it together like this is a beautiful piece of fabulous art and razor perfection. There, as you can see here, you can, underneath there, you can see the blade, but I can run my finger right up here, or my head, or my ear, or anything else, and it's impossible to catch the ends of the blade and cut my ear. This is what I've been asking manufacturers to do for as long as I've been shaving, and maybe you gotta just do it yourself. Nobody seems to listen sometimes. But there it is. What would it cost you to duplicate this? Well, these two pieces, the bottom and the handle, you can get for $10.29. Talk to Grace and see what she'd sell you that head for, just that cap. I don't know what she'd sell that to you for, but I'd sure as heck ask her. And after you see this video, you may be wanting to ask her, how do I get that cap that's worth its weight in gold to make a razor that has no blade exposure, has a 5.5 shave level, perfect aggression level, perfect balance, and you just gotta have to hang with me through this video till you see what you think of the shave I get with this thing. I'm gonna use this fabulous brush, one of them, the Yaqi Naples 24 millimeter. Skinny handle, baby, that hangs up so easily in your standard shave racks. Just hangs right up by the handle like that. I love it. Feels like a paint brush in your hand, and that's why it's such a good painter. With a fabulous favorite of mine, good backbone yet soft tip tuxedo knot. This brush doesn't get enough attention. Where do you see it work later? You're gonna see what I'm talking about. This is a fabulous brush. But when you combine it with this one in a layered scent shave, man, do you have the best of every world possible. Nothing is better at whipping up a base lather, especially if it's a harder puck. Nothing's better than a Yaqi 2-band, period. And laying it on, really a solid base layer of lather. You'll see, if you hang with me on this video, I'll prove all what I'm saying to you. This is the brush to use if you're doing one soap as a base and one soap as a paint layer on top in a layered scent shave. You want to use a Yaqi 2-band to lay the foundation, and you want to use the Yaqi Naples or something awful like it to paint your top layer. I'm using, well, I think I already mentioned that I was using Fine and Kiss My Face. I mentioned what I was using. So I'll leave it at that. And I've already done the shave. I already know where this ends up. I hope you'll stick with the video once I put it together, because there's a lot going on this one, baby. And I hope you stick with me more than 4 minutes, because if you don't, it's your loss. So I want to thank you for tuning in. I think I thanked you at the end of the video too, that when I finished shaving. So Stick with me though on this one, will ya? We'll see you next time. D Shave Talk with Kit. Okay. Here I am with the brand new Yaqi Yin hybrid razor that I went into quite some detail describing to you folks. Ready to go. We're going to do it's an A-frame from the center of my head. It's an A-frame down, and the second pass will be a V8. That's how I remember it. A-frame down and a V8 up, and that coming from the back of my head. So A-frame down, back of my head, V8 up. I'm going to make every effort to accomplish a really clean 2-pass shave with the brand new hybrid. I've got my Yaqi 2-band loaded up with fine lavender soap. I've got my Yaqi Naples 24mm tuxedo loaded up with 2 kinds of Kiss My Face. It's Kiss My Face Cool Mint and Kiss My Face Lavender. So this is going to be a lathered head shave with my new razor using a 2-band and a synthetic Yaqi brush. First we're going to lay the foundation with the fine and the 2-band. After we lay the foundation layer, we're going to paint on a top layer of Kiss My Face. That's going to be the layering method that we use today. I have one other video of demonstrating my layered scent lather technique, and it gives you such a good shave and so much enjoyment with the scents doing it that way as well. I'm just going to throw that in there today too with this very complicated video that I have. Okay, step 1. Lay the foundation. Make sure I get it real good around the ears and everything. This fine lavender is typical fine, fabulous shave soap. Mild lavender scent. I like it. But I like it better throwing this combination Kiss My Face on top. But like Jesus said, you don't build a house on a sandy foundation. You put a good foundation of fine with a great post shave, great slick, and then you take some icing. Okay, here goes the icing. Check it out. This is the Kiss My Face. The 2 scents of Kiss My Face. Cool Mint and Lavender. And watch this. If you dare. Watch this. I don't have to work this in. I'm painting it on the top with this fabulous little painter brush. Man, I tell you, for laying on this top paint layer, you know, I want to give you a spin here. And I'm going by faith that it looks good in the back. Because I can't see. But hang on. Now I'm pretty sure this is an incredible paint. Strictly by feel in the back. Let me spin you around. You be the judge. Is that a fabulous way to lay on some lather? Okay, that's my layered lathering technique. Using 2 Yaqi brushes, a 2-band, to lay that foundation to build on, and the Yaqi Naples synthetic to paint the final go. So, from the back, I'll just turn around because what I'm gonna do, by feel, this is a A-frame. A-frame down. This whole shave, almost, is totally by ear and by feel. And this razor here is really efficient. As I believe I said, it fits in the middle of the Yaqi Yak Jag, my favorite Yak Jag with the scallop bottom and the Jagger head cap at level 6 shave, and the Yaqi cobbed head, which is a level 5. This new hybrid here is giving me what I consider to be, right in the middle of those two, a level 5.5 on the aggressive scale shave. And let me tell you, it's a sweet shaver. I have a Voss Hod blade in here because I don't put a more aggressive blade in my razors unless I get down to a, say, level 4. Aggressive razor head. I'm going to turn around here. So, let me get my bearings. Let's go like this. Beautiful, beautiful shaver. I don't know why, but where my head rounds right here. Very difficult to get that spot right as it turns around right there. But I forgot to mention to you to watch this because of this covered blade. Did you see what I just did? Do you see this? Around my ear. Right? I'm kind of just going over checking what that first pass on that side did. Now I'm going to take a little soap here. This is the fine. Just make sure I have some foundational. Then I'm going to put some paint some more, because by now it might have dissipated a little bit, so because I'm going to go do that same A-frame down on that side. So here we go. Turn around. Okay, I went to A this way. Now I'm going to A that way. I can hear a considerable amount of audio feedback with this razor, which is another thing that I like about it, especially when I'm doing what I'm doing now, which I rely so much on sound and feel. My head is so bumpy. Sometimes you just gotta stop and throw a little more lather on. Okay. E-frame down. You'd be surprised what those little buzzwords will do for you to keep you on track at what your shave pattern you're shooting for the day. This was an A-frame down, and it's going to be a V8 up. Perfect balance on this razor. Okay, here I go again. Just so you know, that I'm not afraid to go around my ear. And the reason is, well, you know the reason. It's that big money Yaqi DLC charcoal hybrid cap, folks. That's why I'm not afraid to get around my ears. Now, my friends like Sledhead and Shaved Weiss and all that. They all have different levels of, you know, how thick their hair grows on their head. Me, I have very dense, right? Very dense gray hair. And as you know, the reason that the Beast was developed was because I need a certain amount of aggression to cut that hair. And frankly, this razor here is in the wheelhouse. And safe. And that steps it up about 30 notches in my mind. Safe around the ears. I can't emphasize that enough, how important that is to a head shaver who has to shave blind, essentially. Okay, pretty darn good for a first pass. Gonna go right into, wet my head a little bit. And then I'll just go right into pass 2. As I told you, my goal is a 2-pass head shape with this new hybrid. If I can get this 2-pass shave done at an acceptable level, this new hybrid may take over, or at least tie my #1 Yak Jag shaver. And my Yak Yen may be at least tied, if not beat it out. First foundational layer of fine lavender. Paint layer with the Naples. And the Naples, by the way, is in my scuttle. Warm. So man, does that feel good to paint that icing on there that's warm. I'll tell you, that is heaven. I don't even shave up here, but I like to paint it on there anyway. Fun painting. So, here's the acid test. From the back, V8. I'll turn around. I can't see, so you might as well be able to. Okay, I know I'm a little quiet, but if you're not a head shaver and you never try to do something blind like this, then you don't quite understand how much concentration this takes. And what I'm doing is, because this is a 2-pass and I'm done, I'm doing my pickup feel as I go. Because I intend to be done. I mean done. At the end of these 2 passes. Okay, I gotta turn around this way. Go around the ear. Man, that's smooth. Okay, baby butt on that side. Continuing on around. V8 up. Where I left off on this side. I haven't ever figured it out, but
this left side of my head. So much harder to get clean. I don't know why. It's bumpier, for one thing. So many nooks and crannies on that side. And I'm not shaving my head on the side that I'm holding the razor, so a little bit harder. Crosshead. Again, right around the ear. No worry. Thanks to this hybrid, Yaqi Yin, covered ends. I'm positive that I haven't cut myself. Nor is the alum block going to give me much stain. Ooh, baby. Almost. With the head, where you got a bumpy head, there's always little teeny patches you got to go back to. Trust me, if you had a head like mine, you can't just roll over it and get a baby butt. And it's those little patches that if I leave them, drive me nuts. Because I want to feel a smooth baby butt cue ball when I'm done. Wow. Okay. Normally, I'd cut the video. But this is such an important video, I think, because I want to do a little post-shave to make sure that I give you exactly the accurate level of, if there's any discomfort from the shave, anything like that, I want to tell you the truth. So, I'm going to grab me a little bit of cold water. Takes this faucet a while to run the hot water out. A little bit of cold water. Throw it on my head. I never, ever wet my Allen block. I wet my head. And the minute I'm done with the Allen block, I pat this Allen block dry immediately. And I've had this thing for 2 months and it is smooth like glass. It has not deteriorated or pitted, but I never wet the whole Allen block. I wet my head. Now, Boy Scout honor. No burn. No burn. Oh my gosh. Here's the thing. I've had this close to shaves with some other razors. No doubt. Not the only razor I can get that close to shave on my head. But I haven't had that close a shave with no Allen block burn. None. What I'm doing right now, I told you, you take this Allen block immediately when you're done. Wipe every edge dry, like this. Trust me. You do that, you care for your Allen block like that, this thing will last forever. Look at this thing. 2 months old, looks brand new. Okay, now what I do on my post shave, right? Take a little cold water in the rag and I wipe that. Allen block off of there. Okay? A little witch hazel. And I'm turning around so you can, if you think I'm kidding you about that shave, how good it is, let me get right in the mirror. Okay? Let me tell you, I can't feel anything. Literally no roughness at all. And I'm talking 100% baby butt. 2 passes. Granted, I did a little touch-up checking as I was doing my second pass. But still, I'm going to call that 2 a little bit time-consuming passes, but still 2 nonetheless. So what I would do typically is exactly what I just did. Actually, I would do one more thing before I hopped in the shower. Because I don't do this on camera very often. I did that witch hazel. I'm letting it on there. I put a little bit of, what I'm using this time is Nivea aftershave balm. And I rehydrate and condition. Nah, I might as well go with the face too, because I shaved that earlier. Okay, take one more look. I'm going to sum it up. What a fabulous 2-band Yaqi brush. What a fabulous Yaqi Naples 24 synthetic, used with the layered lathering technique, and a head shave with the brand new, but soon to be famous, I think, Yintal hybrid razor with the protected edges for head shaving Great for face shaves, great for head shaves. I'm tempted to say, I'm tempted to tell you, this is my new #1 razor. I love it. So I hope you've enjoyed the video today. I know it ran long. Thanks for being a subscriber. Thanks for clicking that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This has been DE Shave Talk with Kit, and I'm going to see you next time, right? Okay, I'm out.